Welcome, boys and girls, to the X Plus Kaiju Collectors Crew Review number 4 of Red King. This is the figure I'm going to be reviewing today. I'm very happy with it. It's a great sculpt. The colors are great. It looks accurate to the show. I'm not disappointed at all. I don't even have very much negative to say about it. Everything looks great about the sculpt. As you can see, all the crannies and the nooks and everything that you know, that you've come to realize and see on Red King are here. I don't see too much in the way of how the costume actually was put on compared to other costume, other pictures of the other monsters. I don't see zippers. I don't see a whole lot going on in that department, but I think that they just did a really good job hiding all that stuff for Red King. You can kind of make out a little bit where the actor would be seeing out of the suit, out of the neck there. There's kind of a few misshapen ripples, which I believe is probably where the actor would actually be seeing out of. His tail's a bit long here, that's why the setup's a little different in this video. The difference between this is the normal non-Rick version of Red King. And Red King actually has a couple versions, I've noticed. He's got a version with like movable legs and stuff. But the thing I don't like about those versions is that all the legs always look stiff on them. They just don't look natural compared to this one. It's very difficult to get it all in shot. I'll try and back the camera away here without compromising my production. That's the best I can do, unfortunately. I'm working on a really small table. You can kind of make out some stuff there. But yeah, no, he's a good figure. He was actually fairly inexpensive for what I got him. I got him off eBay. And yeah, no, I'm happy with him. The difference between him and the Rick Boy version, I never really got to that information, was that the Rick Boy version comes with a boulder. So, you know, some people may think that that's worth it for an extra $100 for him to be holding a boulder or whatever, but that doesn't really justify an extra little bit of money, you know, for that, for me. The paint is really nice. I know that I've touched on that already, but you can kind of see here he's got a lot of blue accents and all in the crevices and all the little, I don't know what you call them. Some people have likened him to a walking corn on the cob. So all the little kernels of corn, sort of. His forehead's got a nice shade of blue. It actually, for some reason, is showing up a little more prominent in the video. It's a lot less, it's more blended in than what it's showing on the video for some reason. But yeah, no, he looks great. I don't have any complaints whatsoever. Now the size, I fortunately don't have my Ultraman Jack figure here, so I can't show you a side-by-side comparison, but I have compared them in the past, and they definitely match up. I don't have any real complaints there, especially considering his legs are somewhat bent, you know, down there. His legs are a little bent compared to the standing pose version I have. So yeah, no, I'm not, I don't have any complaints as to the size. Size is great. Now the posability. This figure has a little bit more, but again, I complain because I don't want to remove the paint, but you know, the arms actually move at the actual shoulders on this one. Same with this one. This arm here moves too. But again, I don't want to move it too much. And down here, just to show you guys, the tail doesn't turn. Oh, I thought it turned. Maybe I was wrong. Oh, yeah, it does turn. So it does have a little bit of turning there. So I'm happy overall with the posability, considering X Plus doesn't really have any. And another thing I obviously noticed, and you noticed, is that this one comes with no stand, and that's because it doesn't need a stand. Because all the monsters with the tails generally don't need them, because that's just, the tail supports them, so they can stand up. So that's usually a good thing, because that means that's less money that I have to spend towards something that's generally pointless to the figure itself. And I over the last review, I showed you guys the Alien Magma box is clear. Obviously, this is not part of that new Ultra Generation, or whatever the heck it was called. Ultra New Generation, I believe. It's not part of that subset, so I'll just move the figure out of the way so you can see the box. And like I said, it's a nice looking box, especially if you got to keep these things up on the shelf because you don't want to get rid of them. So it's got some, it's not so great on that side, but you can see some cool characters on there. We got, I'm not sure if that's Pigmon or Garamon, most likely Pigmon. And that looks like Antler, and then I believe that's the A-type Ultraman, regular Ultraman, first Ultraman, original Ultraman, whatever you want to call it. Now on the back of the box it reveals a bunch of other kaiju, as well as different posed Ultraman. There's all of them there. So apparently these are the ones within the series, or within that line subset X Plus. Again, I have to complain there because I wish they would be a little more friendly in regards to all these sublines. I don't know why they decide to always create new lines. Why don't they just stick to one line and then expand on it? Because all it does is create more, I guess, confusion amongst importers and whatnot as to whether or not they're getting the right type of figure. But no, overall I'm happy. I always have complaints, but my complaints are generally small on this guy. So, I mean, without further ado, I don't really have much else to say, because I'm really happy with this guy. I'll give you guys one more look over on the figure. I'll just give him a complete turnaround. I'll move this box out of the way so that, okay, so I'll move him so you can see him, more of him anyway. So there's from head to toe. So he was from the first episode. I don't know if I touched on this at the beginning. I may have or may not have, but I don't really feel like doing this all over again. So he came from the 8th episode of Ultraman, the Lawless Monster Zone, in which place he rips off the wing of one of the other creatures, Chandora or Candora, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And Magular was in that, and apparently the science team got a hold of him. So, after which case, Red King encountered Ultraman, and Ultraman didn't even have to use his Specium Ray to defeat him. He used it to destroy a boulder that Red King was going to throw at Ultraman, but yeah, he just basically beat him up and apparently paralyzed him. So you can go look that up. I'm sure you can find it online somewhere. So guys, thanks again for watching. My next review is probably going to be a Gashapon. I'm going to do the Iron King Gashapon from Eugen. And then I'll do a few, there's a few in that one set, so I'll do those. I'm going to do one Gashapon at a time. I've got quite a few of them, I think like over 60 of them or something. So I'll be a while before I get back to an X Plus review. I wish they were a little cheaper. So, with that in saying, bye, boys and girls. Peace out.